Jermaine Scott, aka Wretch 32.
It's like, I obviously knew this guy was talented.
Doing well for himself.
Amazing artist.
Because I bought his CDs.
Like a tractor. Little change on you. They're calling me the finest Wretch.
Wretch is a barzer from when he was underground to now.
Everybody had to get on their toes when they heard Wretch 32 come through.
Chasing one goal relentlessly.
When you listen to Wretch Barzer,
As an artist,
if not one of the hardest in the UK,
you could never doubt Wretch 32.
I can relate to them.
Jermaine Scott, aka Wretch 32. Born in March 1985, Scott grew up alongside Crew's combination Chain Gang and The Movement, the latter of which featured Scorcher, Getz, Merkston and Devlin.
Wretch, if not one of the hardest in the UK, definitely top 3, I'd say.
In the industry, there's a lot of there was a lack of content musically, and Wretch 32 brought that to the table.
Wretch going in for long, been banging him as a youth.
Continuing his MC career in 2006, Scott, under the name Wretch 32, released a series of mixtapes, including Teacher's Training Day, which featured guest appearances from Getz, Bashy and Scorcher.
3-2, they're calling me the finest Wretch. Under 10 stone, I'll be carrying the title best. Undisputed champ when #1, ain't got to fight again. One day I'ma be a millionaire, shall I phone a friend?
Wretch 32 is sick, he's been sick from day. I've always rated Wretch. From flipping from the Fat Radio days still. Like, I've just been watching what he's doing since The Movement, so.
After coming to the attention of BBC Radio 1 Extra's DJ Cameo, Wretch went on to win a 1 Extra Mixtape Award.
Wretch technically is just sick. I used to listen to him as well on the radio and stuff like that. His mixtapes, everything. I think like lyrically, like he's one of the best out there right now. So yeah, I really like Wretch.
I promised that it's all L-O-V-E. Met her in the hood, still took her through the city. She didn't know a small plate of food could cost a pinky. Trying to give her faith, now she thinking that I'm needy. I'm just trying to show you what the other side's like.
Wretch 32 got his first big break when he performed at the first annual MP3 Music Awards in 2007, alongside signed US recording artist Chanel, singing her chart single, I Fell in Love with the DJ, in front of a live crowd and industry audience that included the likes of the BBC Head of Music Mark Cooper, PRS Chairman Ellis Rich, and various other individuals from EMI, Sony, Warner and more.
It's only right that he busts properly, because that he had to bust. Again, if he didn't bust then it wouldn't have been right, fam. He's been going in for a hell of a long time.
After performing at MMA 2007, his album was released, Wretch 32 Punctuation Live, and a Wretch 32 live a cappella at the MP3 Music Awards in 2007 on YouTube.
Wretch, I'm gonna tell the honest truth about that guy. I actually bought like his first ever album. I bought it, like, what album was it?
Do you know what I mean? That was something that kinda, it put everybody on, like everybody had to get on their toes when they heard Wretch 32 come through.
Then I bought Retrospective, and this was before he blew. So for me, as like someone, I actually bought them. I didn't just say it, I actually went and bought them like on CD before he blew. So to me, it's like, I obviously knew this guy was talented because I bought his CDs. And at that period in time, I used to buy a bare UK CDs. For some reason, I always liked Wretch's flow.
What he delivers as an artist is always crazy. Do you know what I mean? He's always on a different level.
The movement into mainstream began when Wretch 32 appeared at Radio 1's Big Weekend on the BBC introducing stage in 2009.
Doing well for himself. Okay, you took him long to get where he is. I know he's there now. I can feel that struggle still, cause man's waiting to get back to that stage. Man's going through it now. So when you worked on it for 10 years, after that 5 years, I'll probably give up. That's the reality.
I don't know what it was. It was something about him, like, I didn't think he would get as big as he did. I didn't actually think that, because I thought he was too real to get that big.
His debut studio album, Retrospective, was released in the United Kingdom during 2008, prior to Wretch's signing with record label Ministry of Sound.
At the end of the day, like what I said, with record labels behind you, they know what songs to put you on, or what hooks, or what it is to make you blow, and that's the honest truth. So I respect Wretch, and I bought his CDs. So Wretch, if you're probably going to see this, just know this, I bought your CDs from back in the day, before all that stuff, so I always thought you would have made it.
Wretch 32 and Chipmunk were both nominees for the UG Awards, Urban Garage Grime category at the 2009 MP3 Music Awards, followed by Haringey Independent Press Release.
Wretch is cold as well. Wretch barzers, man. Wretch is a barzer from when he was underground to now, you get me?
On 6th of December 2010, Wretch 3.2 was named as one of the nominees for BBC's Sound of 2011, an annual poll which predicts artists that will progress during the upcoming year.
And he makes music that has still got like urban kind of sound to it, you know what I'm saying? He ain't sold out and just made no mad shit, you get me?
In 2010, Wretch 3.2 won an official mixtape award for the best hip-hop mixtape of 2009.
Nah, trust me, when it feels like Wretch is from the hood, I can relate to that stuff. I know they come from, you feel me?
Wretch then continued, releasing his debut single Tractor on the 16th of January 2011.
I mean, for me, Tractor was a big tune. It didn't grab me as much as what I've heard from Wretch, but he done what he needed to do in order for him to actually get out there and be exposed to the noise.
As soon as Tractor come out, everyone was banging it. That's how I heard it. Through people that said, "Oh, you hear Wretch's new thing?" And then I looked at it, I see the views going crazy on the net. Then I see it on bass. Then it's a good song, fam. Big up thing as well. El Marshall on the hook.
But you know what? He done that kind of like same approach. You gotta understand, yeah. You gotta bring a vibe to the scene. You get me? And that's what he done with Tractor. And Tractor was a vibe. You get me? To where people can still move to it, and at the same time you can still spit lyricism. You get me? And that's what he done.
That was a bang off, man. Secretly, man, still bang that on Runaways. Like, it's old as well, man. Still bang it on Runaways.
The track saw commercial success, having been selected as BBC Radio 1's Reggie Yates Weekend Anthem on the 19th to the 20th of December 2010, before debuting at number 5 on the UK singles chart as the 3rd highest entry of the week.
I think Tractor was definitely a blessing for Wretch, man, and I think it's now catapulting him into the position he's into now.
The release was succeeded by a second single, Unorthodox, which featured British rapper Example.
Yeah, I got a good heart. I was born on beat, that's a good start.
The song, which sampled the Stone Roses' 1989 hit Fool's Gold, debuted at number 2 in the UK, also topping the R&B chart and independent releases chart, having been selected Joe Wiley's Weekend Anthem on the 26th to 27th of March 2011.
But I can relate to that, because the same way you saw a rap is the same way I saw a rap, to an extent. But so I know how it feels that people not really listening to it properly. When you listen to Wretch bars, that I can relate to them, because I'm listening to it more than just trying to hear rhyming words and to get hyped up over it. So it's a good look still.
Wretch 3.2's amazing artist, sick lyrics, sick metaphors, punchlines, everything. The kid's been around for time. I rate him.
On the 11th of December 2011, Wretch 3.2 released the single Forgiveness, featuring Etta Bond, an artist who is signed to Labyrinth's record label Odd Child Recordings, from the album Black and White.
Feel like I'm slacking with my children.
I'm happy. He's one of the people I'm happy actually got far of what he was doing. Because I've always thought he was sick with the punchlines and the bars and the metaphors, all sorts of rapping. He didn't stick to one style, so that's what I rated him for.
Hush Little Baby, featuring Ed Sheeran, was released as the 5th and final single from Black and White on the 27th of May 2012 for digital download.
I said, hush little baby, don't you cry.
And I respect that as well, man, Carl. You put a lot of work in. People don't know how much work this guy put in.
He worked hard for it and you got it in it. And like no one deserves it more than him, you get me?
Like, this is what I think of the UK scene. When you blow, all they know is your album. The new fans that you get, but they don't realise about the mixtapes you put out, like the free ones you give away and all that kind of stuff, because they're not really been followers from the start, do you know what I mean? They're just people that just jumped on it, like jumped on now, like they see you on TV and they want to like be a part of it.
God, 10 years in the game is a hell of a long time, and on top of that, it's not like he was just in the game putting in mad work. He was mad consistent with it, but he's mad sick as well, so he should have bust from like his first 3 songs really.
From April to May 2012, Wretch completed an arena tour around the UK, first supporting Example from the 20th to the 30th of April 2012, and then starting his second headline tour from the 8th to the 19th of May 2012, supported by Jackwob and Kyra.
First time I heard of him, time ago, man. Remember, I'm in touch with the scene, so man, when I heard of Wretch way before, I used to listen to some of the bars that I used to Wretch here, he wouldn't even probably spit them kind of like bloodstains and your trainers, and it used to come with the hard that rap, that hard stuff, you get me, and so you get me, I used to listen to Wretch from back there as well, you get me, so I respect where he's gone from, and he's still hip hop as well, you get me, he's still that hip hop guy.
In early 2012, Wretch 32 led a national TV and advertising campaign with sporting giant Adidas for the London 2012 Olympics. Wretch recorded a song alongside friend and producer Wizzy Wow that was used for the Adidas Take the Stage campaign and TV advert.
Nah, Wretch 32, I think he deserves to get the mainstream. He's been putting in work for long, and I do see him help a lot of artists, and I see him promote people's things, I see him like go out his way to make.
He featured as the main face of the TV advert and was also one of the key faces of the billboard and poster campaign across the country. In addition to his work with Adidas for the London 2012 Olympics, Wretch 32 also partnered with Coca-Cola.
Everybody's big and bad. Me, I'm slim with swag. Got at the ends and got the whole country into rap.
That's what I love about the music as well more. I love following the journeys than even sometimes just meeting a new artist. If I follow you and I believe in that you can do it, then I will buy your CDs, I'll support it. Like, so I support good music, simple.
Wretch completed a tour along the south coast of Britain following the Olympic torch relay in the build-up to London 2012 and playing sets in the evening celebrations.
Good on him, do you get me? It's definitely a positive move, and as an artist, you can never doubt Wretch 32 as an artist. He's always been lyrically great, his delivery has always been on a high level, and do you know what I mean?
Explosive, terrorist style, they don't think that I'm a blow, I get you therapy now. Whoa. I miss school and I haven't got a job. Hey. My girl's pissed cause my daughter's on the way. I went clubbing to my world of revolving. Pretty women and alcohol. Let's go, I ride this home, beat like a tractor. I ride this home, beat like a train. Choo choo, go hard, go faster.